I recently achieved a time of 1:44.18 in Arena Master Quest 04 with Bequilus, a run we've been working on and off for almost a year now. With so much time dedicated to this quest, we thought it fitting to try something new with a dedicated breakdown of the run. First, let's go over some basic information about the quest. Acidic Glavenus' hit zone data is on the screen. Our best targets are the sharpened tail, throat, back, and head. We decided to aim for the head and throat to maximize both damage and flinches. While aiming for the throat can be difficult, we committed to trying to find setups to make it consistent. The Greatsword set includes a few key skills. Focus affects our combo speed. Maximum might is important to maintain for higher crit rate, so extra rolls or sprinting should be avoided. Slinger capacity allows us to keep stones for slinger bursts after a warbang. The set also includes Rocksteady Mantle, letting us avoid roars and flinches. Greatsword has limited options for CC or crowd control, so it's important to make full use of everything available. Here are our options: Wallbang, but only before enrage, KO, Head Flinch, preferably a Clutch Stagger or Clagger, Exhaust Flinch, though they're short and only available late into the fight, Bomb Pod Flinch, pods are dropped at 40% HP or lower, Mount, long CC but low damage for one player during said mount. As we go through the sequencing, our available CC options will be highlighted. Starting with 2 wallbangs is obvious, as we can only use these before enraging Glavenus. We can fit in a Clagger after each. We have to be careful not to get spotted during the first wallbang though, so we can utilize the engagement roar to delay the enrage. We're already low on CC options, but with careful planning of our hits, we can get a KO, then another Clagger. At this point, Glavenus has dropped its first bomb pod, which when used in a slinger burst gives us a bomb flinch we can then use to land a TCS. While strong, we need more than one bomb flinch to finish the script. An exhaust flinch is possible, but is too short for a good enough punish. We could get another head flinch, but we can't deal the required damage for a Clagger, so this option has the same downside as an exhaust flinch. A mount is a decent option. By removing Rocksteady Mantle, we can upswing each other into a mount, and use the bomb pods to finish it quickly. Unfortunately, even with the bomb pods, the length of a mount is too long, with considerable damage loss for the one mounting, so this option is not ideal. Our final idea is to use 2 bomb flinches back to back. We wanted to avoid this if possible, since there would be a brief window between flinches where Glavenus could move away. However, this ended up being the best solution we could find. 2 bomb flinches is just enough time to finish the fight, provided we have good accuracy and crit luck up to that point. And that's the finished script. I'll now break down each section in more detail. We start by grabbing slinger ammo, and I fired 2 distraction shots. The second of these needs to be timed with Bequilus' Clutch Claw to prevent Glavenus from seeing us. I then stop sprinting and walk to where Glavenus will land from Wallbang 1. This is so maximum might can activate as soon as possible. I was a little off in the 144, so I've included an example where it activated on time. After equipping Rocksteady Mantle, I start my combo as Glavenus falls at my feet. My positioning is important here, as Glavenus' head flail has a tendency to push you around, making you misplace hits. This side blow can hit a few parts depending on exact timing and positioning. We need to keep track of whether or not it hits the head, as the KO damage it deals needs to be accounted for later. Bequilus equips his Rocksteady Mantle and tenderizes the head. The fastest combo to reach Slinger Burst TCS tier would be a tackle into side blow, however this would put him out of position to hit the throat on the TCS, so he instead opts for a wide slash. I use the second strong charge slash and slinger burst to position myself just slightly in front and to the side of the head. With my TCS I'm aiming for the throat. I want to pass down the side of Glavenus' head and hit in this area. Buquilus lets Glavenus' front arm catch him, which stops his movement and holds him in position to hit the throat. Buquilus positions himself and times his slinger burst with my warbang, then delays the TCS to match up with Glavenus' head flail. He then does a back roll and strong charge slash to position for the slinger TCS, again aiming just in front of the arm to hit the throat. My exact positioning after the warbang is variable. While I always do the same combo, if I land close to Glavenus' head, I can preserve more stamina for better max bite up time. Again, my positioning is important. I want my strong charge slash to bring me to the other side of Glavenus' head. If I'm a little off, then as he gets up he will push me and prevent me from positioning correctly for the TCS. I'm again aiming for the throat, this time going slightly underneath Glavenus' head as he roars to reach it. During this clagger we need to finish preparing the KO. Bogue starts with a tackle. If my side blow during the first warbang hit the head, then he has to aim away from the head, else the KO will come early. In the 144, the side blow hit the back, so he allowed the tackle to connect with the head. This TCS is possible to hit the throat, but not with consistency, it only happened a couple of times. I extend the clagger and do some damage before getting the KO with a slinger burst. The angle of the slinger burst affects how quickly I can start my next combo, so it's important to be precise. We are aiming for another clagger at the end of the KO, however it is very easy to do too much damage and go over the threshold. We can't go for the next threshold as one player needs to finish their combo early before the clagger triggers to have time to extend it. With this in mind, I position myself in front of Glavenus' head to avoid possible throat hits and perform a shortened combo. Even with this, too many crits from both players can still cause us to barely overdamage. Buquilus times his TCS just as Glavenus finishes the KO animation for the clagger. Hitting the throat on this TCS is doable, but inconsistent. We both pick up the bomb pods that just dropped and I extend the clagger. I clutch the leg so I can position better for the next sequence. A draw slash into level 2 strong charge slash perfectly times a bomb flinch from a slinger burst and Bogue matches my timing. Aiming this TCS for the throat is tricky. We set ourselves up during the clagger so we can aim straight ahead with just some minor adjustments depending on exact positioning. I found the correct place to aim was just slightly left of my intuition. Our TCS causes a head flinch, but Glavenus still has time for one move. There are a few that work, but we're hoping for this bite attack. Again, the fastest combo to reach Slinger Burst TCS here would be tackle into side blow. However, in this case, that runs the risk of causing an exhaust flinch, ruining our positioning. We once again opt for a wide slash. For the final TCS, we don't have a good setup to hit the throat. Glavenus' exact positioning is too variable, so we just eyeball it. In the final run, we were fortunate enough to both hit it though, finishing the run with a time of 1:44.18. And that's the run. Both POVs are linked in the description for you to watch, now with a little more understanding of what went into it. I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to comment any further questions about the run and I'll try to answer them all. This is very different for me, so like and subscribe if you want to see more of this type of content so I know to make more. And with that, thanks for watching.